Hello, my crafty friends. It's Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations, and today I am participating in a suicide awareness hop, and this hop is sponsored. It is sponsored by Dies to Die For, which is at shopscrapbook101.com, and I am showing you all of the wonderful items that were sent to us by our generous sponsor. Several dies, these embellishments, some foam dots. I didn't even make a dent in everything with the card I made. I did use 3 of the die sets. These are the words, and when I got them, I left them all attached and just cut them out, and it gave a really neat effect. You normally would have your shadow in the back and then your nice scripty font. Well, it cut this out of the center, so I kind of like that, but normally you would separate them and have a solid backing piece and then your scripty words. I just wanted to die cut them out so I could see what they looked like, and you get several sympathy sayings. This is called Sympathy Words Seasons. The other set that I used was called Cora's Wings, and then the frame that I'm going to use is called Random Oval Frame. Here's the wing cut out of vellum that I'm going to use on my project, which is the Cora's Wings. And so I'm just going to finish showing you the die sets. We got these awesome swirls, these little bitty butterflies. This is the oval set that I used for my particular card project today. And then the cardstock is matching the suicide awareness ribbon, which is a teal and purple color. And then the owner of the company shared her story, which is what I'm going to open and show you here. It's quite a heartfelt story. And then there was a catalog included. So I'm going to link the shop below if you're interested in ordering any of these products. So what I have done for this project is taken several of this frame and stacked them together out of white cardstock because I am going to make a shaker card today. And then I took one of the teal cardstocks and cut the top layer out, but you could really see the white underneath. So if I was to do it over again, since I didn't have all of that teal cardstock to cut that many layers, you could also use foam tape instead, but since it's such an intricate die, I didn't want to be fussing with foam tape. So I am going to cheat and take my Peacock Feathers Distress ink, and I am just going to ink blend all over this stack of die cuts that I have glued together, just so that it's not so stark white. There are still spots that you can see, but it really doesn't bother me. So I'm going to go around the front, around the rim of the inside and the rim of the outside. I don't bother with the back of it because we're going to glue that down to the project, so that's really not going to matter. So for this hop, the next person that is in the hop is going to be listed down below. I am going to link a prior suicide awareness card that I made, a card project. I will link that up below for you. And there is a giveaway, so if you comment, the more you comment, the more your chances are to win. I believe it's one of 4 $25 gift cards, and I will put all the information for the giveaway in the description box below so that you can see all of that, when that will be drawn, that kind of stuff I'll put down there for you. So I am going to take my art glitter glue, make sure I have this frame going the way that I want it, and I'm just going to put dots of glue all over the back of it and adhere this to a piece of acetate. Set that off to the side to dry so that it doesn't shift when I go to trim it out. And I'm going to, with the power of editing, be at the end of that because nobody wants to sit and watch me put glue on for all day long, because there was a lot of gluing when it came to this project and some die cutting, a lot of die cutting and gluing. But we'll get there. And so then here's my card base. I decided to go with the 5x7 card, and I would even need to make a specialty envelope for this because the wings go beyond the 5x7 card when it's all finished. So I'm just cutting down this purple panel. It has a nice pattern on it, and my blades of my trimmer need to be changed. So I'm just going to take my scissors and cut off all those fuzzy ends that you get sometimes when you need a new blade, or your track of your trimmer needs to be cleaned. And I'm just going to take some tape runner and put this down to my panel to get that adhered down, because it's a thinner cardstock and I didn't want to use wet glue because for me it tends to bubble and get wrinkly, and I don't like the look of that at all. So I just decided to do a tape runner. So like I said, the owner of this shop shared her story, but I unfortunately have had experience in my family with the loss from suicide. I have friends who have lost loved ones from suicide, and my youngest son is in the United States Army, and he has attended in his almost 4 years, more funerals than any kid should ever have to due to suicide. So I hope that awareness is brought to this, especially for our veterans and active service members, especially with all that's going on now, because that I find is where it's very prevalent, and it hurts my heart. So I hope that the resources are available when our family members, our military service members need it most. So I am attaching the vellum wings using some art glitter glue. I just put dabs of it where it would be under the frame so that it wouldn't show, because my sticker maker is completely empty. I need to order a new one. So I have trimmed around this frame just using my scissors to get the extra acetate off, and I am going to take my art glitter glue and adhere this thick stack of these frames. And my shaker elements are going to be some clear seed beads that I had just from a general craft store. I'm just using my big acrylic block to kind of weigh that down so that adheres to my paper really well. Just trying to clean up some of the glue, because if I don't get all the glue, then all my little shaker bits are going to stick in there. So here are the clear seed beads. And then I am using from Doodle's Paper Playground. I will link the Etsy shop below. This is Allison's Gothic Peacock, because they're the perfectly matched sequins for this. There's teal, there's black, there's purple, there's all sorts of different embellishments in here that went with this. So I added a bunch of those. Then I'm going to take my acetate frame and put some glue around the back of that and adhere that down and put my clear block back over that so that it gets a good adhesion, because it is a slick surface. You could use tape runner, but I figured it would show a lot, so I thought the liquid glue would be the best way to go. And then I'm going to take the sympathy sentiment that I had cut out, and I'm going to take some purple distress oxide and just ink this up. If you don't have cardstock to match your project, this is one way to do it. Just use inks that you have on hand. So I'm just using my blending brushes that were from the Rabbit Hole Designs to get these, just get the ink on there, and then I'm going to pop it out of this background that I had extra, and I'm going to use my art glitter glue and adhere that down to the front of this oval. And that is going to complete the card project for today. So I hope that you will check out everyone that's in this hop. I am sure that there are going to be amazing projects. And like I said, there is support out there for people who feel like they're struggling. And I hope that you will reach out and know that you are not alone, that there are people here for you and thinking about you. And if you have suffered a loss from suicide, my heart goes out to you, because I know how terribly painful it is. And I just hope that people are there for each other. So I'm going to get this adhered down and wrap it up for today. So like I said, the next person is going to be linked down below, and all of the information for the giveaway will be down there as well. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. But as always, I hope that you all have a great day.